So today has been one of the hardest day that I've had in a long time. I think I haven't been so stressed and nervous maybe since my son was born, and not even this son, because this birth was easy. The previous birth, when everything was like crazy. So let me tell you what happened. I made a mistake. I made a planning mistake, and I didn't take enough time, or I thought everything would be fine, and everything was not fine. So today at noon I had to present a website that I've been working on for the past few weeks, and it's a really big project, and I've been really stressed about this. And I've shared with you that I was trying to consider working with other designer, and there was one guy that I was talking to and did a pilot with, and I decided to let him do, as kind of a test of working together, to let him do the Webflow development of the site. So I've finished the design, they approved it, and because I've shared with you that there was another workload that came because there was a conference, then like there was a lot of stress. I asked him to do the development for me. I was paying him to do this, and I asked him to do this by Monday evening, and today is Wednesday noon. I mean, I asked him to finish this like a day and a half before I had to present this to them. And what actually happened was that I only got to see what he did, like the actual work inside Webflow, yesterday, very late at night, like 9 p.m. and it was a mess. Now, it's not his fault. It's not his fault. It's like his second Webflow project, and he did basically a good job. It looked fine, but the way that he structured stuff was wrong, and I understand maybe not everybody knows how to do this, and like the work with style was very like messed up. And in order for me to do relatively simple fixes that I had to do, I had to reconstruct a lot of it. And so yesterday I was working past midnight, which I usually hate. I don't do this. And I woke up today, started working at 6 a.m. on this when I had to present this at 2 p.m. And it looked like it wasn't gonna come through. Everything was like falling apart. I couldn't finish everything that I wanted to do. My heart was like pounding for hours, and I wasn't enjoying this at all. I felt like really bad and stressed out. And so around 12:30 I had to wrap it up because I had to leave for the meeting, and I've succeeded like completing 80% of it. It had to be ready for lunch today. And so I've decided there was some part of the website, for example, it's bilingual website. So the Hebrew part, I said, okay, we'll do the Hebrew part next week, but we can lunch with the English part. So I gave up some of the stuff that I thought, some of the animation and detailed interaction that I wanted to do. I've decided that it's better to bring in like 80% good, rather than try to bring everything, but the quality will be low. Now, I've shared with you many times that I'm super, like the most important thing for me is to hit the deadline. And for me to set up an appointment where I'm saying the development will be ready and come to the meeting without the development ready, it's like, it's breaking my heart, and that's why I was so stressed about this. And so I went there with something that I could stand behind and that I could feel good if they're gonna launch it today. And the meeting was actually very good. They were happy with it. They didn't mind that you know, some of the stuff, the Hebrew stuff, won't be until next week. It will be fine. And we've decided they're going to do some editing with the text. That's so awesome. Using Webflow, I've created kind of an editor account for them, so now they can already edit the website online. So they're going to do a little revisions on the text themselves. I'm not touching it yet, so that's super awesome. And then tomorrow night we're gonna connect it to the domain. Again, it's hosted on Webflow, but we're gonna connect it to their domain tomorrow night because they need it for a conference next week. And on top of that stress, I'm leaving for Toronto next week, so I won't be here. And I was super stressed that they're gonna need me to do some fixes next week when I won't be available, but turned out that everything was fine. It's good enough, the work is good enough. So I step out of the meeting like, whew, so relieved. And there's still lots of stuff to do. I'm probably going to work the weekend before I'm flying to Toronto to improve the stuff that I haven't finished yet, because I don't want to leave some of them like hanging, some of the fixes that I think are critical. But overall, again, this is my mistake. I shouldn't have, yesterday I was talking about the issue of trust. And I've trusted this guy, which is super, super nice, but I didn't check enough detail, and it's my fault. Kind of the way that he uses Webflow, the way that he builds the website, the naming of the styles and the structure and stuff like that, and it does matter a lot. And so I trusted him to do this on a very quick deadline. He did deliver, but the work, I mean, it wasn't good enough, and it was my mistake for choosing to work that way. I'm not sorry, because if I wouldn't work with him, I wouldn't be able to deliver the website and do all the other stuff that they needed for the conference. So I'm not sorry, but I do think that perhaps next time I'll have to find a way to either do more due diligence, or I don't know. I'm gonna or work with somebody who is a bit more professional, pay more money, and have it built professionally. So that was that. It was kind of the most stressful days in my life. I do think the website came out pretty nice. I'll share that with you once it's online and once all the fixes are done, and I'll take you through the process of actually building it. But for now, I definitely need to relax. I need to get some sleep because I didn't get much sleep yesterday. And yeah, we'll keep this up tomorrow. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll catch you tomorrow.